It's been the most torturous 5-6 days of my life.
29-year-old Max Hommel was supposed to get a ride out of New Orleans before Hurricane Katrina hit town, but that ride never came, and his parents, David and Carmen Hommel, have been worrying ever since.
We just suffered worrying about him.
The 1994 Penn Manor grad went to a New Orleans hotel where he was able to call his parents.
Said the generators are probably going to be underwater shortly, and we'll be without any kind of power at all, so you may not hear from me for a while.
His parents asked others for strength.
We called and emailed everyone that we know and asked for love, thoughts, prayers for Max.
Eventually, Max, like thousands of others, went to the convention center.
He said, "You can't believe it. It's unbelievable." He said, "There are dead bodies. We took towels from the hotel and put them over the bodies. Nobody's coming." So he said, "We decided we're going to walk out."
Max was able to hitchhike to Houston and get a flight out.
I've been terrified of what would happen to him. And it's just been crazy. But he's safe and he's coming home.
He was so lucky, but so many others were not.
It's so heartbreaking. All these people. What he's been through will change his life. It has to. I can only hope it changes it for the better.
Meredith Jorgensen, News 8.
29-year-old Max Hommel is back in his mother's arms in his hometown of Lancaster, but it was a long journey from New Orleans.
I got out of there completely due to the generosity of strangers.
Max lived in New Orleans with his girlfriend for just a few weeks, but now it's a completely different place. Max showed us these pictures of abandoned police cars and people suffering.
When we saw an old lady who died in her wheelchair get left where she was and a blanket thrown over her, we decided to leave. And we ended up taking the Pontchartrain Expressway.
But it wasn't easy. Max didn't have a car, so he and a friend loaded up a hand truck with supplies.
Cans of beans, peanut butter, votive candles.
And started walking, hitchhiking all the way to the airport in Houston, Texas. He'll never forget the people who helped him.
I didn't hear a single voice raised in anger. I didn't see a single candy bar taken. I saw people sticking together like I've never seen people do before.
Max was able to save some special items, like pictures and this book from his childhood. He's glad to be home, but he also feels guilty.
I could have stayed. I didn't need any of the food I took with me in my bag. I could have left it for someone else. I took 3 gallons of water and I didn't drink a drop of it.
Now Max is determined to do something to give back. His plan, to get every town to send a few buses and bring people back.
I can't believe that, at least in this town, we can't find a place for 15 families.
Ann Shannon, News 8.